Hello everyone and welcome to another of our UCL Fantasy video where both of us played the Limitless. Now we know that in the last video I said that I was probably not going to play the Limitless, but the Haaland injury news and even the Trent injury news came at the last moments. It was confirmed that they both were going to be out. I already had Luke Shaw and Mason Mount injured, so my team was totally looking in dire straits. So I had to play last moment Limitless. Now, in my team, I had Lewandowski, Lukaku, Gnabry, Nkunku, Bellingham, Salah, Davies, Aspilicueta, Guerrero, Gosens, and Anovic. And I also had David Alaba, Lautaro Martinez, who I played on the first day. And when they did not perform, I substituted. And alongside them, I also had Kevin De Bruyne. Now, let me first talk about the bench and how they did on the first day. I expected Madrid to keep a clean sheet, and I expected David Alaba to play on the left back. I know he sometimes plays on the center back too, but still, I mean, let's be honest, no one expected like Real Madrid to lose or let alone concede goals. I mean, still, he got the ball recovery points, 3 points. It was okay, but I decided to substitute him anyways. Now, the funny thing is, I substituted David Alaba with Gozens. Now, Atlanta kept a clean sheet, but Gozens was injured off in the very first few minutes of the match, which was unfortunate. Let's be real. He had such a good Euros. He was having such a good Champions League. So this was very unfortunate. Other than that, Lautaro Martinez and Kevin De Bruyne. Now, of course, PSG won. It was a away fixture for the for Manchester City, but I still expected a lot of goals in that match. De Bruyne, I mean, none of the assets of Manchester City looked like they were going to score. De Bruyne, Grealish, Sterling, Mahrez, none of them looked comfortable enough. I know, like, they missed a golden chance and Bernardo Silva scored and Sterling almost scored at one point, but still, PSG played good defensively, and PSG are so good in their transition from defense to counter attack, and they executed it perfectly. So I substituted them with Lewandowski, Gnabry, and Gosens. Other than Gosens, Lewandowski and Gnabry really did well. I mean, Lewandowski captain 20 points. I mean, it was expected, and he is almost becoming an inevitable asset in UCL. And I mean, I will wildcard definitely in game week 3, and I will be sure to bring him in. Lukaku, honestly, I had no way expected that Chelsea will lose to Juventus, considering how both of the teams were performing in their respective leagues. So, I mean, Lukaku 2 points, Lautaro Martinez 2 points. The forward call kind of has been bad for me. I yeah, I wanted to go Haller, but since I was playing the Limitless, I wanted to go for an expensive asset. So if I had went for Haller, he would still have given me 6 points. Coming to the midfield, Nkunku, I think like this was the last chance for Nkunku to score. Next two matches, he faces PSG, and I think PSG will be solid at the back in the next two matches further. I know sorry, not Atlanta, Club Brugge had scored past them, but that could be a one-off. So I did not expect Nkunku to score in this match, to be honest. It was kind of a hope. So it was great to see that he did haul in both the two matches in match day one and match day two. Now Bellingham, I mean, Bellingham hauled already in match day one. I expected a goal, but an assist is fine. I expected that without Haaland, Bellingham would take a more advanced role. He will be allowed that freedom. But he got an assist, that is okay too. Salah was the MVP. I mean, Salah only got just 5 points. I mean, he missed a penalty, he could have gotten more. So, like Lewandowski, Salah is also looking a great aspect. I mean, to be honest, I probably should have captained Salah on my first match. I captained Lautaro Martinez, and Salah just completely slipped out of my mind. Maybe it's because, like, in FPL, we view him as such an important asset, but I feel like in UCL, he is kind of getting overlooked by some people and definitely by me. I did not consider him at all in match day one. So that was great, like 16 points. And coming to the defense, I think Chelsea defense again kind of unfortunate not to keep a clean sheet. I thought it is definitely going to end in nil-nil or Chelsea just sneaking it with some goal. Dortmund have looked solid at the back for both the match days, but they face. I am really tempted by a Dortmund double up in defense in the next two match days, but they face Ajax in match day 3 and match day 4. So I don't know if I will go that path. Let's see. Again, I mean, Bayern defense too. I think Bayern will keep a clean sheet in all 6 of their games. I mean, considering like they have already done so against Barcelona and the other two teams, they were already expected to keep a clean sheet, and Barcelona themselves as a team don't look good. So I think Bayern defense can also be targeted in this moment. And Bayern and Dortmund, both these German teams, the players from these teams look really good to me, and I hope to bring as many of them possible in my wildcard next week. The goalkeeper, I probably should have gone for Skriniar with another Inter Milan defense. Andanovic kept a clean sheet. I mean, Inter are not looking that good in terms of their offensive game, but in the defense they're looking rock solid. So Inter defense can also be considered in the next two matches. This Limitless has really helped me in a way that I know which assets or which players that I want to go with in my wildcard next match day. Overall, I had 83 points. It definitely helped me in my ranks because match day 1 was very normal, and I think I had less than average score. So it could have been more if my forward selection was spot on, but it's definitely also not bad. 83 points. I mean, 80 plus points, I'm fine with it. So yeah, that was my review from my team, and we'll now go over to the team of FPL Phoenix.
I mean, yeah, this Limitless, exactly what I expected did happen. Not gonna be asking for too much, but would have been great if I could have scored 100 points. But 92 was, I mean, it's more than decent, or more than I expected. And almost every one of my players returned, with the exception of Gozens, as you said, who was really unfortunate to face that injury. And he was in good form. And my substitutions were also kind of same. And let's go over the team first. Lewandowski captain, I made him captain the second day. My initial captain was Benzema, who, I mean, it was really kind of a shocker, but a great sight at the same time for neutral fans to see an underdog team beating a I mean the kings of Europe kind of. So uh yeah, so Real Madrid stumbled in their home, lost to Sheriff, and still Benzema got that penalty and scored. I mean, Vinicius earned the penalty and Benzema scored, and he did get on the score sheet. But still, I was really unsure whether to take the gamble or not, because I was on 71 points after first match day, and I mean the first match of the second match day, first day of the second match day, and I was really tempted to give the captaincy to Lewandowski, and I did at the last 5 to 10 minutes. I finally changed my mind and switched captaincy to Lewandowski. And I mean, as I said, he eats goals for breakfast, and he again scored a brace. Could have had a hat trick, and kind of I feel he deserved the man of the match. But again, Sane played well, so probably he may have deserved the man of the match. But again, so. Lewandowski, 20 points captain, and Ronaldo with the last minute winner kind of again pushed my points further. And I really thought that Ronaldo's gonna blank. I mean, he was in my initial team, and after that injury to Haaland, I was in a kind of dilemma to who to bring. Didn't think that Haaland will be again scoring. I mean, he did score again, but I mean, I don't repent that now that Ronaldo scored. So yeah, that's the thing. Benzema 6 points, Nkunku 9 points. He was also a last minute changed. I had Freuler initially, but changed to Nkunku because he was facing Club Brugge, and the form he was in, a hat trick against City, kind of gambled on him, and he again gave a haul. Bellingham, the role he plays in Dortmund, 5 points are more than decent. He could have had six. I think he got a yellow card, so for that reason it's 5 points. And Mo Salah, I mean, it's an interesting thing. He said that Mo Salah is getting ignored in UCL. I think the main reason is that we have so many star forwards in the form of Mbappe, Lewandowski, Ronaldo, Benzema. I mean, you would expect that there are so many star forwards that they will be giving more hauls at the same time, since Salah is a midfielder but he plays the forward role. I mean, kind of the positioning system in UCL is kind of confusing. So uh, that's the thing that Salah kind of gets overlooked because he's a midfielder, and people don't usually spend a fortune on the midfield because there are so many options from the forward. So Salah, yeah, I mean, he's definitely missed a penalty in the first match day, but he did score, and he again scored a brace against. I mean, he was again playing against Porto. Yeah, so he scored
Yeah.
against Porto. Yeah, the brace, and yeah, the main reason I didn't give him the captaincy because it was an away match, and Porto is kind of defensively a good team. Porto, I mean, they're not a bad side. I mean, they're not like a team that should be like, easy on paper. And still, Liverpool played really well, scored five. They have scored 5 goals, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 goals. So Salah scored two of them and he got a 16 points. Yeah, he would have definitely given 32 points if being made the captain, but I don't depend that much because Lewandowski delivered, and yeah, that's the thing. In defense, I mean, defense really returned for me. Skriniar, man of the match, got 7 points initially and 3 points for man of the match. He was really, really great throughout the match. I watched the match. When Shakhtar was definitely the better side throughout the match, and they could have easily won the game by scoreline, maybe 2-0 or maybe 3-0, but Skriniar was exceptionally good. Munier, I had Guerrero initially, but I switched to Munier, and he eventually ended up giving more points than Guerrero. So, yeah, 8 points from him. Kimmich, 6 points, although I expected, since he's on the set pieces and everything, maybe he could have scored a goal or could have assisted, but the situation that Bayern scored five, Kimmich, the role he plays in the team, he pushes up. I mean, he plays such an advanced role, even being a defensive midfielder. I mean, yeah, I mean, I expected that he may get one goal or a assist, but still, the clean sheet point. I will take the clean sheet points I needed. Gozens, unfortunate to go out with 1 point, and Manuel Neuer, 6 points. And overall, it was a great game week, 92 points. And again, the bench, Mahrez, as I said, the Mahrez transfer was kind of a gamble. But since this was a limitless and there was no limited budget, so keeping Mahrez wasn't really a huge gamble. And uh, I mean, he didn't perform. I mean, he didn't perform up to the mark. Only got 3 points, so I subbed him off for Nkunku, who did deliver eventually. And I'm sorry, I think I subbed him off for Bellingham. I exactly don't remember. I think Nkunku and Mahrez had at match day on the same day. So yeah, and David Alaba again, left. I didn't expect him to play left back because he has been the first choice center back for Real Madrid, and it's been always Nacho or Miguel who has been rotated at the left back position in the absence of Ferland Mendy. And I don't think Alaba will. I mean, he started playing as a left back with Militao and Nacho as center backs, but Nacho, with Carvajal's injury, Nacho has been shifted to right back, and Alaba and Militao are playing center back, and Miguel started as left back, who didn't had the best of games, got subbed off eventually. It was a strong lineup from Real Madrid, and Carlo took his opponent seriously, but again, it was really bad luck. I mean, Real didn't play bad. They had chances, they couldn't convert them, and eventually Sheriff got two chances, scored. The second goal was really great. So I mean, I think it's a bump on the road, and Real will recover from that. Barella, again, he got a really good chance. He shot one from outside the box and almost went in and hit the bar, and it was really frustrating to see because I was expecting that shot to go in, and the reason that was the reason I took Barella, because he really has a good shooting range, and if that goal had went in, it would have been great. And uh, I switched. I had Courtois initially in my defense, but I switched to Alisson because I heard some reports that he might get rotated with Lunin tonight, the last night, but he eventually played, but he didn't keep the clean sheet. So now it doesn't really matter. And Manuel Neuer was my second keeper came from the bench and kept the clean sheet. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think overall the Limitless has been a success, and I know many people play Limitless on the match day to catch up on the good fixture run. And this game week, I saw like many people scoring 100+ points too. But I mean, we can say that we had a decent result on the Limitless.
Exactly.
So we'll keep it short and simple for this video, and we'll meet you guys again with our team review for match day 3 of UCL Fantasy. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a great match day 3.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.